3 months, yes.
3 months.
Loved every minute of it. It's been relentless from that point of view in terms of what's been included in the course. And Katrina's energy for cramming all that in and keeping everyone motivated has been incredible.
The course has been amazing. It's been the best thing I've ever done. I've just loved every moment of it. All of the processes from the beginning, all the artists that have come in and showed us all of their different techniques and how they make stuff and how you fire stuff and how Katrina's so full of energy. It's just been so infectious and I've just loved every moment of it.
The course has been fantastic. I wouldn't have thought it was possible to learn as much as I have in 3 months.
I mean, I loved it, absolutely loved it. My husband said, you know, I've never seen you so happy.
Every day was just full of more information, more information, more information, more learning, more learning, more learning. So yeah, it's been brilliant.
Visiting artists were an excellent part of the course, and they were really varied in their skills, which was really exciting to be able to explore completely different techniques with them. I think John Higgins was fantastic for helping us all learn how to be much freer in the way that we worked and just relax about things and play. I think that was came at a brilliant point in the course.
John Higgins was my absolute favourite because he was so full of energy and passion, and he just gave us such good advice about just playing with the clay and expressing yourself through the clay, and being childlike. So imagining yourself as a child making something. And so I've had that mantra in my head all the way through.
PATIA Davis was someone that I was quite surprised that I really enjoyed the techniques. I'd never done anything with slip decorating at all before, and her methods were really very liberating.
PATIA Davis was great to see her at work, to see how much she could do the painting on top of things and what she used to paint with.
REGINA HEINZ was fantastic too because of learning how to do hand building, which I'd just not done any of previously. That was a really exciting session. And I think then also Linda Bloomfield, who is unbelievably accomplished at glaze chemistry. It's the second time I've done a course with Linda, but I loved playing with the different glazes and just seeing what's possible and understanding the chemistry behind it.
Daniel Williams was the first one who came, and when I saw his work, I didn't understand it. I was like, why are there stones in the clay? It's torn apart. And then he started talking, telling his story, demonstrating, and then I got to understand why he does it. And then it was fascinating. And by the end, I was really impressed. And now I really understand what he means to sometimes you want to get out of, again, the comfort zone, and you have to act. And that gives special effects and special nice things.
What fascinated me about me was my reaction to Daniel Williams. I was so excited at throwing with all these random things in the clay. It was his way of making himself lose control, and I thought, smart move, smart move.
Katrina's incredible. She has so much knowledge and is so generous with all of that knowledge. Every person on the course benefits from her eye for detail, for her passion for ceramics, and she really cares about the results that we all get. So she really puts energy, so much energy, into making sure that everybody finds the direction that they want to take into the future.
As I found with Katrina, she's got the most amazing artistic eye. And and that I have valued so much, being able to learn from somebody who just sees things in a very different way. So whether that's about the piece of ceramics that you're making, or how you display it, or how you glaze it. So certainly I found with the second part of the course, when Katrina has been much more critically evaluating our work, I have found so useful, because that has really provided the opportunity for me to drive my ceramics forward.
That was all pulled apart by Katrina. You know, you can't do what you've done before. You know, you have to push yourself and stretch yourself. And I definitely fought with that for a bit. But I think ultimately Katrina was great in the sense that she really did push me to expand, to go up, to go in a different direction, to look laterally rather than straight ahead. And she taught me some great skills to expand what I'm doing.
Well, I love to say that Katrina, she's amazing. She has she's so positive, inspiring, creative, and I love her for that. Yes.
Yes, so Tanya Gomez, the way she works, the calmness, the patient and slow, it was wonderful. Well, it's different to stoneware, so the way she showed us how this is different was really very interesting.
So Jane really started to make us think about what it was that really interested us. She had us drawing, and I'm not an artist in terms of drawing at all. And the way that she dealt with me was actually that it didn't matter about whether you could draw or not. That wasn't the purpose of the exercise. The purpose of the exercise was to start exploring the environment and capturing that in a drawing. But it wasn't about being the best artist.
We had done was draw with our left hand and then our right hand, and then draw the same thing with closed eyes. And that sort of makes you realize, oh, well, you know, reality can be documented in so many ways. And then you can take all the patterns away from that and then develop that. So how your project idea or subject would translate into your work, which would make it individual to you and cannot be copied, therefore. Because obviously you take all your ideas from potters you know, you go to master classes, but at the end of the day you have to find your own voice. And Jane's approach was very useful in that. I can see how, you know, any idea I will have in the future, how you can take it further and make it your own.
We started by digging the clay in the river, and that river clay became part of the collage of my work. So I ended up working with lots of different clays, which I'd never done before. You know, I just thought you just worked in buff, or you worked in crank, or you worked in... I had no idea you could mix clays together. So it was a very exciting journey and through Katrina saying, oh, you can do this, you can do this, you can do that. There were no boundaries of what we could do.
You know, what I came on the course for, as well as improving lots of skills, it was about trying to find that germ of an idea that was going to become where I wanted to take my ceramics next. And that's definitely something that I found right towards the end of the course.
Yesterday, when we had the finished talk with Tanya and Katrina, I asked them, I said, what shall I do now? Because it's strange. You were here for 3 months and you go back home with all your stuff and you're like, okay, what am I going to do? And Katrina advised me to go make good pictures of my things, send them to galleries.
After this course, I have now discovered that porcelain is my passion. So it will be the main clay I'm going to work with, possibly complementing with other clays, maybe on the surface.
I've got so many skills and information to use to go forward.
I'm going back in the pottery and trying everything out.
So I'm going to be exploring working more with black clays, with porcelain slips, and I'm hoping that I will, in the not too distant future, get my own reduction kiln and start really playing with that technique of firing as well.
I mean, I've got a week off now, and I want to take that time to really start to consolidate in my head some of the things that we've learned, because it has been immense. But I've loved every minute of it, and I have just felt so privileged to have the opportunity to come here. I just feel so very lucky and so very sad to be leaving.